Welcome back to MacBreak Studio. I'm Mark. I'm with Steve. We're in beautiful Prescott, Arizona, and we did a cool shoot yesterday, right?
Yeah, we did a great shot with our new Karma drone.
Yeah, and Steve's going to share that and do a little effect on it.
A little effect on it.
All
yeah.
right.
All right, take a look. So this was a shot from the newly acquired Karma drone of us sitting on a pier on this placid lake in northern Arizona. And as you can see, it's a really, really nice shot. I'm going to just play a little bit of it. It's just beautiful. So happy with that drone. It's just so easy to use. And I thought, this is a great shot to turn into that miniature tilt shift effect where the subject looks miniature. Okay?
Yes.
And so I'm going to go ahead and do that with this shot. So I'm going to move the playhead right about here, and I'll open the effects browser and go into the blur category, and I'll go ahead and throw on a Gaussian blur. So there you see everything's blurred out.
Yep.
All right. So in the inspector, you can add a mask. We're going to add a shape mask, and the key here is to turn this into a square shape. I'm not so much worried about the feathering right now, but I want to get a giant rectangle that I can essentially place over us sitting on the pier. Now, of course, the mask needs to be
kind
inverted.
Of the opposite of what you want, right?
So back in the inspector, I'll go back up to the mask button. I'll just, boom, invert masks. So almost immediately, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off the overlay. So almost immediately, we get this miniature look.
Yeah.
And the reason why it messes with our perceptions is when you're shooting objects on a table like a miniature,
they're really small.
The depth of field is just really, really narrow.
Really shallow depth of field. So everything will be out of focus.
Everything in front of the object will be out of focus, and everything out on the other side of the subject will be out of focus. So it just, and the only way we accept this is that we're used to seeing this. Our mind is trained to see things that are close up with a really shallow depth of field.
Yeah.
That's why we can sell the shot as a quote-unquote miniature shot.
Right.
So a couple other things I might want to do to sell it a little bit more is maybe kind of center this a little bit more, and I can play with the amount of the transition from blur. But the one last thing I would do to sell this miniature shot is press Command 6 to open up the color board, and then go into the saturation pane and crank up the saturation, just boost it up, because typically when you're shooting toys and miniature things, they typically have
little models are painted.
They're like painted, so they look like highly saturated. So let's quickly look at a before and after. So there's the shot without the mask. There it is with the mask, and it makes us look like we're on this little.
So if you play through it,
and then,
it's like a little set.
It's a little set, and there's little tiny Mark and Steve sitting on a pier doing a MacBreak Studio episode. So
very nice.
So there you have it. Yeah. Simple. Use a mask and do a tilt shift effect. And
quick and easy.
Quick and easy. Yeah.
All right. Great. Excellent. So Ripple Training for more of all this good stuff. Follow us on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll get this information sent directly to you every week. We'll see you next week on MacBreak Studio.